Okay, so I'm off the track. I'm off the beaten track of the trail. And I came over here to look at this cage. This cage is what uh, they call this the disc golf. And they use what looks like frisbees and they put them inside of those chains. And this is how they actually golf using disc instead of using the expensive golf balls that they lose, the needing to have a whole golf course to themselves, that they're still able to demonstrate a certain amount of accuracy that goes beyond just a swing of a golf club and golf ball. Okay? And I think that's beautiful because that's something that really needs to catch on because of how they have capitalized on all of this meadowland, and utilizing it for their golf games, right? But the disc golf, all they need is cages, and then they have to go through the obstacles of throwing their frisbee, with their expertise and accuracy to get them inside of those chains, and then they go on to the next challenge and the next challenge, because that one there, it was what the 16th hole, but it's not really a hole, but it was a 16th cage. So yeah, very interesting game, I'm sure. I mean, I never heard of it. I've seen it, and they have it at various recreational centers. But, when you think of like a golf course, they have to have perfect grass, and yeah, they might have a sand dune for challenges or a pond as a challenge. Maybe some trees as a challenge. Come on. Okay. So, yeah. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday, I believe the 16th. Oh, feels so nice and shady here. Nice. My dog is getting tired. Whenever she starts getting tired, she starts walking in front of me. Like, I'm tired. I was tired, boss. I was tired. But I have to pee, so come on. Man, this is a beautiful season right now. If you are a bird watcher, oh my God, the birds that I have seen were so beautiful. Huh? Just beautiful. And now this area is getting to be like unrecognizable because the trees are growing all of these leaves. See? Don't it look like I'm in the forest? Right? So whenever I see men with big dogs, you know, you rarely see them picking up poop. Rarely. There was some fresh poop right there, and my mind went instantly to this gray, what looked like a gray bulldog. And the park offers bags. Because you see, I picked up like 4 bags. Because I know most of the time, I've walked my dog enough to know that on most walks, she poops about twice. So far, she's only pooped once today. But, you know, we've been walking slow. But most of the time, yeah, she poops about twice. Rarely, on a rare occasion, she'll poop more than twice. Come on. So yeah, we got some high school students back there. And maybe it's their free period. Or, what time is it? 1:22. Or maybe they just feel like they don't need to go to class. Right? Those are the little decisions that we do as people in between a teenager and adulthood that start to shape our lives in ways that we could not have seen. Right? Where we start to feel like, you know, we don't need an education, or we don't need to let our parents know that we're not where our parents think that we are. Right? Your parents think that you're at school, but you're not. You're with a group of people at the recreational center, but you're out in the park area. All right? And out in the park area, some people feel like they're free. Right? They can do whatever they want to because they're out in the park area. Like grown-ups. But you're not grown. You're kids. Okay? So this piece of wood right here definitely looks like a wand or a cane. I'm so tempted to pick it up. What do you think? Come on. Yeah, you walk around with a stick like this, and these other people come with a dog, and their dog is acting like they can beat your dog, and they're looking at you with a stick like this. They put their dog in immediate obedience, letting that dog know, hey, if that owner of the other dog beat you upside the head with that that stick, you'd be in the wrong. Right? Or if I pull out my stun pin and give the dog a shock of their life for messing with my dog. We might be two cantankerous old women, but that don't mean we won't crush your nuts. Whew. So yeah, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Instead I was drinking that cold coffee. And man, I can't get Starbucks macchiato creamer out of my system. I mean, I am starting to panic because I'm low on creamer. Ooh, there's a red cardinal again. Another one. I wish I had the type of camera where I could zoom in on it. Like it's right there. Beautiful. I hope you got it. Because he gone now. Yes, a gone now. So, we're almost done with our walk. And I definitely have to go to the restroom. And I keep hoping that, this YouTube channel will be my supplemental income. And I'm throwing out a whole bunch of gems. Right? A lot of gems. Some of it's controversial, but it's still good material and it's good information, and it definitely will push you into your critical thinking mode. Yep. So all week is supposed to be in the high 70s and 80s. That's a beautiful thing. beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Right? Because we don't like the cold. When we was younger, we liked the cold. Even Europeans, when they're younger, they love the cold. But when they get older, they're like, let's retire to the tropics. Because their bones start to get cold, and it takes a long time for their bones to heat up and get warm and keep them warm. Okay? They know it. But when they're younger, they don't like the cold. They don't like the heat. They don't like it. Makes them sweat. Makes their hair stink. Ooh, come on. Come on. Make me beat your ass with this stick. Now I gotta find a toilet or go to this toilet inside the recreational center. I believe I got some kind of membership there. I signed up some kind of way. So yeah, coming to an end of a beautiful walk. Yep. And I have to determine whether or not I could hold myself until I find a rest of route. These people don't care if they're in your crosswalks. They don't care because they don't follow the law. You can't park in a crosswalk, but he's parked in a crosswalk. But he's like, I work for the city. Who's going to tell me how to do my job? And then if they get a write-up because somebody reported them having parked in the crosswalk, sitting in the vehicle with the air conditioning running, they want to get all upset. Because I guess they thought they were self-employed and they make their own laws. Up. Good girl. But if I take a picture and send a video to the city of Rowlett showing how he's just sitting in the car with the engine going and he's blocking the crosswalk, did you employ them to do this? And they'll have to say, no, we didn't employ that man to do that. He knows what he was employed to do. He is employed to do the grass and to blow the trash. Right? So when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they end up doing things they shouldn't be doing, like blocking a crosswalk. Right? Now look at this. Right there. See, that's a young teenager going down there by the railroad tracks. What do you think they're gonna do? Oh, they're going exploring, I'm sure. Right? So these people, they do all of this fucked up shit. Or shit that they know that they shouldn't do. See that? See that? And he's still in the car. He got tinted windows. He got the engine going. He got the air conditioner going. Yeah, see? And then he wonders why they're fucking it up for the next people, right? Because they're like, oh shit, you know, you done burnt up a whole hour of gas. You done blocked several parking spots for the disabled. Right? And you had your engine running and the air conditioning going for over an hour. See, that's the kind of stuff that will force people not to get paid by the hour, but to get paid by the job. Because you could have been running around here representing the city, but you're not representing the city when you're not abiding, the city law, the city parking codes. The city's procedures when it comes to working. And you try to tell them, and they come back with, oh no, you just nitpicking. You should just let them do their job. And we're like, no, you should have left your ego at the door before you came to work. Period. Because it's your ego that's sitting up here telling you that you're going to do your job however you want to do it and not the way you're paid to do it. So it feels like it's hot outside. Ooh, it feels hot. It's 77 degrees according to the vehicle temperature gauge. Okay? Sneaker impact. Drop off your gently used sneakers. Okay, so at least we got our 30-minute walk on. It wasn't like fast and got my heart rate up and all that stuff. Nope, it wasn't that way. But it did get me out. I did feel good about the walk. I did do a couple of videos, and I was able to assess what this disc golf entailed by getting off of the path. Because I've seen it in my recreational center. I've seen them, throwing the frisbees into the cage. And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. But I didn't know that it was called golf disc or disc golf. And that they had various cages and that are, representative of the same thing that in golf we call, having to go with different holes and how many tries it takes you to actually, obtain a hole in one. I don't know much about golf. Okay. Let me hear it. Just like I was showing you, the lack of integrity of this city employee was demonstrating when he's out at work at a recreational park, right? He should have parked somewhere that wasn't blocking disabled parking, period. Okay? And he should have parked somewhere where he wasn't blocking a crosswalk. Okay? Even if he thought it was okay for him to sit in a car with the engine running and the air conditioning blowing and getting paid for it for over an hour. Okay? Because I know y'all was sitting up there thinking, why is she talking about that? Why is she talking about that? It's like, you can't do math. If somebody's giving you all of the figures and you can't add it up, somebody got to add it for you because you haven't used discernment. You haven't used to utilize your logic. And people are telling you, stop being an empty vessel. Stop it. Right? That people have to tell you what that whole summation was. Right? Or you think it's clever to be a city employee and get paid to break the city's laws? What? And then wonder why people like Elon Musk comes around and says, skirt, blow the fucking whistle on you and fire you from your job? Right? It's not an empty vessel, right? But you might be possessed with a fucking demon that's telling you that it's okay to do fucked up shit. It's okay to rob the taxpayers of their money. Right? But then when you get fired, you're like, oh, I've been working for the city. I lost my job for the city. Yeah, when? And if you're really demonic, you want to see somebody else fall because you did the fucked up shit. That's beyond demonic. That's downright devilish to lie on other folks and have them take the lie for you. Right? Oh, she can't report me. She doesn't live in the city of Rowlett. How dare you take the word of a non-citizen about my working situation, even if they did have it on a video. So, yeah. My dog seems to be very happy that we took our walk and we didn't race through the walk. She's very warm. It's 79 degrees. You might as well say it's 80 degrees out here. She did have just enough energy to hop herself back up into the car. However, if we have to keep taking walks like this, I'm definitely going to have to do at least a 15-minute walk on the treadmill with some intermediate running. For sure. Okay? Because I did not raise my heart rate at all during that walk. It was slow. But I did spend quality time with my doggy. Yep. Trying to see if I want to get some food while I'm out, and then there's another part of me that is like, well, you could make you some chicken tacos. You did defrost a container of chicken, or you can use that same chicken and make you some chicken salad. And if you want, you can even boil an egg or two. Look at this Porsche. Oh my God, this Porsche is a Panamera 4 Porsche. It's beautiful. And it purrs too. The engine purrs so smooth. You would have thought it was an electrical car the way it purrs. Anyway, I don't know why I'm looking at Porsches. I didn't never really like Porsches. Porsches was not one of my favorite cars. But ever since I seen that hybrid Porsche, oh my God, I was like, a hybrid Porsche? What? car that I'm riding in. It's because the ride isn't smooth. The ride is not smooth at all. Okay? Well, I'm going to turn up the air. We're going to enjoy some air conditioning until it gets nice and cold. Then we're going to turn the air conditioning off. Since we're not going to be out and about right now. Okay? It's starting to get chilly in here. It's starting to get chilly up in here. Woo! Yep, it's starting to get chilly up in here. Up in here, up in here. Yeah, I wish I had an air conditioner that worked this well at the house. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So they've been working on this little area for a minute. They done built a bathroom right there. Okay, so this is a day after tax season's deadline, which was yesterday. Tax season's deadline was yesterday, right? So I have a feeling that there's a lot of people that are coming to like the realization, right? A lot of digital people that was getting money off of these platforms, right? I know some of them, they felt like, hey, you know, if I have a Patreon or if I have my own domain, you know, do I have to pay taxes if I don't officially declare that I'm a business? And yet, you know, they got people paying monthly to watch their videos. Yeah, you do have to pay taxes. You're running a business. Right? Because a lot of them, instead of letting the platform take care of their taxes, right? Because this is kind of what they were doing. They were mad. They're like, oh, you know, YouTube, you know, if you send me donations, you know, YouTube takes half. Well, YouTube is taking half to try to take care of your taxes for you. Okay? I think. Could be. I don't know. But if they're taking taxes because, you know, you're using their platform and they're charging you half to use their platform, I still don't see why you would complain. Because, you know, you could have opened up your own domain with Wix or whatever domain, you know, you want to. XYZ, you know, and you know, and not get the traffic that comes through the way it does on places like TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, any of those places. You're not going to get the traffic. They're not going to just say, oh, I think I'm just going to arbitrarily see, you know, what I can find that's on XYZ platform, or, you know, somebody's private domain or somebody's private Patreon. Y'all are shiesty as fuck. Shiesty as fuck. Right? Oh, I just came to YouTube so I could tell you about, you know, get on my Telegraph. I got more I want to tell you about. So anyway, the landscaping business is up and running. I've seen a lot of landscapers today. A lot. Most of them have been men. Most have been men. Let me say that. Just about all of them. I've seen one senior woman out there. Was that yesterday or the day before yesterday? That was out there working landscaping. And I waved at her. I was like, wow, hi, you know. So here. So I got a letter from the Dallas Central Appraisal District. I guess letting me know how much they're appraising my property for. Letting me know how much taxes that they're expecting for me to pay. Right? And it doesn't necessarily mean you know, the value of my home. Somebody put some shit on my door too. But what it means is what they want your house to be valued at and how much taxes they want from your parcel of land, regardless of the value of your home. Hold on. Okay. They're saying that my home's market value is $335,590. So we'll just say $335,500 is the market value of my home. Right? And it's going to be appraised at $279,873,000. So that's what they're going to tax me at. The amount of how they appraise the house, right? Which is almost, $300,000 worth of value, right? And here's the thing, right? Now they allow you to dispute the value of your home, but you have to be very careful when disputing these tax assessments, because
something that outlives you. Let your truth be loud. Let it be clear.
Like right here, it says that you have you protest that value. You might protest the market value.
When it's all said and done, your name will just be remembered. It will be revered, not for being the loudest.
Whatever the reason is that you are, right?
Speak. The moment has
But
arrived.
what you're doing is you're requesting a hearing as to why your house isn't the value that they say it is. And then you might win your case. And your case might actually get your house condemned. Okay, so you got to be very, very careful when, you're trying to dispute the value of your home. The best thing to do is, if they say that your house is valued at $279,000, the best thing to do is to do whatever's in your power to bring your house up to that value, so that you can be taxed appropriately. And if you can't stay there, or if you can't get an equity loan, or if you can't pay the taxes, you might be in over your head when it comes to what the government is expecting your parcel of land to bring in as taxes to pay for the community services, property taxes, the civil services, and everything that goes along with being a community.
This in front of every soul the universe marked.
Okay.
The witch thought blood ties could protect